So I just finished making this video and I just want to let you know in advance that it's going to be kind of long. So I hope you are doing cardio or eating a snack or, you know, like clean your room while you're listening or do something because it's a little long. Anyway, let's get into it. And the camera battery is dying. Cool. Always have a spare. Hello friends, welcome back to another video. I feel like I have a lot to catch up on with you guys regarding items, favorite things that I've been using often, so I'm just gonna jump into this. You guys already know it's a favorites video, not in particular any month, but give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more favorites videos more often. Maybe like a monthly thing where I talk about things that I've been trying out, things that I've been using. It really helps to get your feedback because I don't know if that's something that you would want to see or not. There are a lot of things that I have been using and immersing myself in and reading lately that I would like to share with you. So let's just get started. The first thing is actually the shirt that I am wearing right now. I've talked about it before. Don't be eye candy, be soul food. This is a shirt that I collaborated with Taryn from Vegetarian. Taryn has a bunch of really cool vegan friendly, veggie friendly t-shirts and stuff. And I guess the first favorite would be vegetarian, but under a subcategory would be this t-shirt design in particular. Shameless self-promo. But I just think it's super awesome because I think that this message definitely embodies me and my channel and what I'm trying to portray to the world and help inspire others to think about. The phrase "don't be eye candy, be soul food" is confusing to some people. Like some people just don't get it yet, like my dad. Don't just try to be beautiful on the outside with makeup and hair that's on fleek all the time and outfits that are just spot on and, you know, you're working out at the gym and everything like that. Yes, it's good if you want to do something like that, but also try to nourish the inner portion of yourself. Try to be a beautiful person from the inside out. And I kind of like how I can put a twist on it with food. Like, don't just eat food or make food that looks good, but also try to have food that has great nutritional value as well, you know? Like not just burgers and fries all the time because that's like eye candy. You also want to have like those nourishing meals as well. You don't have to limit yourself, but try to have a good balance of both. There's also a baseball raglan tee design and there's also a regular t-shirt design that's like a very light blue. So you can definitely check those out. I will leave the link to everything that I talk about in the description below so you can check it out. Next is a coloring book and coloring pens. These are the ones that I've been using, but you don't have to in particular get this coloring book and these coloring pens. I got this for my birthday. My brother's girlfriend gave it to me. And it just has like a bunch of like adult coloring pages in it. And then these pens are really cool. They're very fine tip, and what I like about them is it's 0.3 millimeters. I like to use very fine tipped things, not just for coloring and markers and stuff, but also for pencils and pens. So when I saw that this was 0.3 millimeters, I just had to get it. And it kind of doesn't make sense at first because you're like, well, you're gonna be coloring in a big portion on paper, so why would you want a very fine tip? But it just ends up looking nicer in my opinion, and I am very particular about my things and I'm very organized. So I made little labels with numbers on each pen so I know like where each one goes and in order. I'm a very hands-on person. I'm a fidgeter, fiddler, whatever. I noticed myself that like during class I would color things in, I would try to draw things, I would doodle, and I realized that that is how I learn better. I can pay more attention to some things when my hands are doing something else. In that way, I guess you can say I'm a kinesthetic learner. I started to color more and found that it's really helped me in my concentration because I found myself doing other things in order to pay attention, and at least by having this, I can hone in and color and still pay attention. It also has helped me a lot with my anxiety and stress levels when I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do right now. Like I just have a lot of stress going on in my mind and in my heart and soul. I don't know where to channel it. I honestly would just come to this coloring book and color if I didn't feel like journaling. I think that releasing energy and expressing it through art, through exercise, through dance, however you do it is so important. But personally, this is one of my very many outlets that I use to relieve my stress and anxiety, and it's very calming and soothing. There's something very relaxing about like just coloring in a little spot, and then at the end of it you look at it and you're like, wow, this is so nice and pretty, and like I did this. So I like have this one and this one in the book. I think there's a couple more that I colored. Oh yeah, there's a bunch. I have colored so much with these. It's really helped, especially at the end of the year for my finals. The next thing that I want to talk about with you guys are these two amazing books. I have probably quoted them in very many of my latest videos, but I cannot get enough of them. And I can't believe that I haven't read them or discovered them sooner. I've actually heard about The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz for a long time, but never actually took my own time to read it. And I really feel like it came to me at such a perfect time, because these past few months I've really been trying to discover myself and cultivate self-love within me, because I found that that is something that I've struggled a lot with my own development in this lifetime. Reading The Four Agreements as well as The Mastery of Love, also by Don Miguel Ruiz, has really saved me. Honestly saved me. So I have this book set right here, and it's unopened because I literally just went to Barnes & Noble earlier today to pick this up. I didn't plan on getting the book set. I just wanted to get these two books to show you guys what they looked like. But then I realized that I really do just want a physical copy because I love physical copies of books. I actually read the first two books, so The Mastery of Love and The Four Agreements, on my computer. I just went on Google and I looked up The Mastery of Love PDF, and then I found it, and then I just read it. Then I did the same thing for The Four Agreements, but both of them were so eye-opening and so good that I had to actually come in and buy them. Again, I didn't mean to buy the set of the three because I've never read The Voice of Knowledge before, but I'm definitely going to read it very soon, probably either tonight or sometime this week if I have time. But I saw this book set and it was only $30. Buying two books individually would come out to almost $30 anyway, but if I got this then I would get a free book with it, so I thought, you know, might as well do it, and who knows, maybe it was meant to be. The first book that I actually read is a sequel to The Four Agreements, which is The Mastery of Love. My friend Jeanette had this book with her when I was eating at Real Food Daily with Arsh, and she was just starting to talk about self-love, and then she talked about this book and she literally had it next to her and she pointed to it. That kind of sparked my interest to read The Mastery of Love, and then all of a sudden a couple days later I was like, kind of curious, what is this all about? And I read it and I was hooked, and I finished reading it within 2 days, but you could honestly finish reading it within a couple hours. It is so concise, easy to understand and read, and I promise you that at the end of it you will feel like, wow, I can't believe that I have not shown myself proper self-love before. And it just helped me realize how important it is for me to love myself so I can better understand and love others. Also helped me realize that I have not been loving myself properly. So it was awesome to read and learn, and now I have honestly seen life in such a different perspective. I see other people and the way that they react and treat other people, and I'm like, wow, it's because of this, this, and this. Like, just things that I've learned in the book. So I really highly recommend that you guys read The Mastery of Love. And again, The Four Agreements basically just talks about 4 agreements or healthy, strong beliefs that you should have in your life in order to liberate yourself from emotional damage, from hurt, from self-abuse. And I'm not talking about cutting yourself or, you know, physically abusing yourself, although that also falls into it, but it's just like talking down on yourself, being so critical of yourself, being in relationships or friendships with other people that aren't necessarily healthy for you. I have The Four Agreements on my phone just to always remind me of the things that I should be practicing every single day in order to be the best version of myself. Having this is such a useful reminder for me to, you know, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, always try to do your best, always try to be the best version of yourself, and realize that everybody is on their own journey and they're all having their own experience apart from yours, and everything that they do is because of themselves and not necessarily because of you. And just by learning those things, I have been able to liberate myself of like, okay, someone's mad. It might seem that someone's mad at me or irritated with me, or like someone gives me like a weird look or something like that. It's just helped me be more confident with myself that they are having their own experience. If they seem angry, it's probably because there's something that doesn't align correctly in their own line of consciousness or in their thoughts that is provoking them to feel negatively, and it has nothing to do with me. And I know I'm going too far into it, too deep into it, but I just wanted to talk about it because I love these books so much. I've read The Mastery of Love at least 2 times, and same for The Four Agreements. I think I've read it at least 2 times, and I plan on revisiting them over and over again because they are such good tools to help us transform our lives to an experience of freedom, true happiness, and love, not just with ourselves, but also with others, and pure, real, unconditional love. Oh, okay. Speaking of don't take anything personally from the 4 agreements, what a great segue into care of, which encourages us to take it personally. And by it, they mean supplements. I just did a supplement video talking about my supplements, and then Care of reached out to me and asked me if I would like to try out some of their products and see what they're all about. And I was like, all right, let's just see what this is. They specialize in personalized supplement packs for everyday use. So you know, like those multivitamin packs that you could get at the store that has like a bunch of different things, but then they cost like $10 each. Take Care of has the same exact thing, but it's personalized, so you can choose the vitamins and minerals that you want to take daily, and they put it into packages for you to have every single month. First of all, when you go on their website, their interface is super clean, awesome, super easy to use, and it's just very appealing. That's what I liked most about it. And you go and take a quiz or fill out some kind of form about you and your lifestyle and the things that you are most concerned about regarding your health, and they come up with a couple of vitamin and or mineral ideas that you might want to implement into your everyday life. So it's made like this to make it easy for you to just like pull out every single day. And then you have your pack, it says made for Amanda, and then open it up, and then you see your vitamins and you're like, oh, that's so awesome. And then you just take them every day. It's really helpful for those who go travel or you're just like always on the go. These are super helpful to keep like in your backpack or in your purse, in the back of it, in case you forget what exactly you're taking every day. It has a list of what's in your pack. So in my pack, there's vitamin B12, probiotic blend, veggie omega, vitamin D, and then they also have supplement facts, so you can look at each one and look at all of the ingredients, because there are a lot of sketchy ingredients that go into vitamins sometimes. So if you're interested in something like this, definitely check out the links in the description below. I know it's already getting kind of long, so I'm gonna try to speed through the next couple items. The next one is this yoga mat. Well, it's actually not the yoga mat, it's what I use to do yoga with. I have this yoga mat here just to represent, I guess, the next favorite, which is ThrivingPlantBased.com, which is run by Michelle Banana Blondie and Jay Plant-Based Athlete. They have this online community for those who are interested in living a more plant-based lifestyle. There's forums, question and answer areas. It's really good for people who are vegan newbies and they just like want a good supportive community. But what I use the website for is their yoga tutorials. Michelle is an amazing yoga-ist, and she has some short tutorials on her channel, which I will link in the description below, as well as the website. But for only $10 a month, you have access to all of her full-length yoga classes that I have been doing every single morning. And I have noticed that I just feel so much better when I do yoga in the morning because it stretches my body out, helps me feel good and calm. It's literally the first thing that I do every single day, no matter what. I mean, other than drink water and use the restroom. Definitely doing yoga every single morning with Thriving Plant-Based has been amazing. The next favorite is this. And I'm sure you guys have seen me use these metal spoons over and over again in all of my vlogs, but these are basically, I don't know if you go to Korean restaurants, but these are the kind of spoons that are at Korean restaurants, especially for like the tofu soup that they would use. It's just like, it's just a lot longer, and then there's like this round thing. I really love long spoons. No idea why. I prefer them over short spoons, but they just feel better in my hand, and I don't know, I just really love them. And these are the only kind of spoons that I strive to use. If I use any other spoons, it's because I'm at someone else's house or it's like I'm at a restaurant, but these are my go-to spoons. They fit perfectly well also in mason jars if you bring overnight oats or a smoothie bowl in a mason jar to school. And I got these off Amazon. There's a pack of 8 that I split with my friend because I really only needed 4 of them. There are 3 that have been unused in my drawer because I just want to use this until, you know, it like breaks or is not good anymore. The link will be in the description below. And the last item, I know we're already there, is this laptop table. I got this laptop table from Amazon as well because I don't really like sitting too much. I feel like when I sit while I study or read, I tend to fall asleep. So I have this and I put it on top of my desk so I can stand. And it's just at this perfect height for me to type, because usually when you have a standing desk, you want it to be like at the same height as where your elbows are. So it's like the perfect height for me if I put it on my desk. So then when I have my laptop, I like type, and then it's just perfect and I can stay awake and like move around. And apparently sitting is the new smoking. There are a lot of articles on it, and a lot of my teachers even advocate that too, like as much as you can when you're sitting down or doing work, try to stand up. So I just have the standing desk because I feel like it's better for like the circulation of my body, and also it keeps me awake when I'm studying and reading. And what I like about this is that it moves. It has this adjustable thing where like you can move up. So if you have a book and you're reading, it just like holds it up for you. I also use this desk when I'm sitting on my bed and eating or watching a Netflix show on my laptop, because you know, that's what you do when you're in college or you know, anywhere else. I just got it from Amazon. I just looked up laptop table. Before I thought about this idea, I was literally considering buying a standing desk thing for my laptop, which would be anywhere in between $50 to $200, because they do have those really cool techie extensions. But you could just get the same exact thing from a laptop table that is half the price. I think I got this for like $20 or $30. The price might have changed by now because prices on Amazon always change, but still it is a lot cheaper than trying to invest in a standing desk. Unless that is what you want to do and that's what you want to spend your money on, then girl or guy, you do you, but I'm definitely always trying to save my money, so this is what I decided to get, and I definitely recommend it to anybody who wants to stay productive while they do work. I spend a lot of time on my laptop, which means that I could be spending a lot of time sitting, but I stand. I think those are all of my favorites for this month, or these past 6 months, or I don't even remember when I did a favorites video, but these are my current favorites. There are so many more that I could talk about, so let me know in the description below if you'd like to see more favorites videos, and give this video a thumbs up so I know that you actually like it. But if you don't, then you know, that's how I know what you guys like and don't like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you are having a wonderful morning, noon, day, or night wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye!